Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. This video, it is literally 9:53. It is so late. I've had a very long day. I was supposed to do this video earlier, but I've had so much going on. Today is my 4-year nail anniversary. I've been stuff done. By the way, please don't mind the back of my house. Like I told y'all in the last video, I'm moving out of my house Monday. So it is boxes and stuff all over the place. Posters and canvases and pictures and stuff is down. So please just don't mind all the back. As you can see by the title, I'm going to be talking about the pros and cons to getting weight loss surgery. So if you are new to my channel, hey, hi, welcome. Thank you for watching my video. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. But I got gastric sleeve surgery 4 months ago, so I'm only 4 months out. These are just my pros and cons since I've had the surgery. I'm no expert. This is just what I've gone through, what I've experienced, and what I feel is a pro and what is a con. So, also, like I said, it is about to be 10 o'clock. And I know I shouldn't be eating this late, but I had a very early dinner because my nail anniversary, my friends took me out. So, and that was around like 4. So yeah, your girl is hungry. So excuse me eating. But I am, if you guys do want to know, I am eating steak and broccoli and carrots. So, like I said, I'm only 4 months post-op, so I'm not like an expert or anything. But I am gonna start with the cons because I don't want people to hear the cons and then be like, no, I don't want the surgery at all. Honestly, if you have been following my journey with the gastric sleeve, yes, I have been through a lot of stuff. I am going through a lot of stuff. Now, I just found out my iron level is at 3. Your iron should be at 28 and up, and mine is at 3. So I do have to do iron infusions now. And my vitamin D is very low, but I don't let stuff like that discourage me because this is just my journey. This is the journey that I had to take to get to where I am today. I don't regret my surgery at all. Like I said, even though I've gone through a lot of stuff, I don't regret anything at all. I'm extremely happy. Honestly, it is so crazy because I was actually talking to one of my best friends right before I got in here, and I took pictures with my mom today, who's a photographer. I'll leave her information below if you live in the South Carolina area. But let me see if I might insert a picture from my photo shoot that I did today. I am literally the happiest I've ever been. I am literally the happiest I've ever been in my life since I got the surgery. Like I said in my last video, if you haven't seen it, since I got the surgery, my life just completely changed. Like, a lot of things have been happening for the better for me. Even though my body is going through it, I am going through a really big change in my life, and I'm very happy with everything that's happening. So that's why I really don't regret anything that has happened. But let me go ahead and get into the video. Like I said, I'm gonna start with the cons first because it's some cons. I'm not gonna lie. It's definitely some cons. So my first con is wasting food. That is probably one of my biggest cons. I absolutely hate it. If I'm cooking, I'm wasting food. If I buy food, I waste food. This food that I'm eating now, I literally ate yesterday. And I still have like 4 other takeout bins in my refrigerator right now because like, I don't know if you know about like surgery, but you literally you physically cannot eat the same amount that you did before your surgery. I literally take 2 to 3 bites, anywhere from 2 to 4 bites of food, and I'm done. And honestly, like, since my surgery, I don't really eat leftovers like that, like this. I'm honestly very surprised that I'm eating this. It's just, my body, once I've already eaten it, I can't really go back to it. So that's why I'm really surprised that I'm eating this, because just me with leftovers, I just haven't been feeling it at all. So it's really weird that I'm eating my leftovers right now. But yeah, you really waste a lot of food. Even if you cook, I don't know if it's just because I was always taught to make bigger portions because I have siblings and stuff like that, and I used to make like Alfredo. I don't cook. I don't cook, but I'll make like Alfredo or like some other little spaghetti, you know, stuff like that. So, or like chicken and like some sides and stuff. I can do like, this is very off topic, but I can do like the basic cooking, like the very basic cooking. I don't do no like expert cooking or nothing like that. So, sorry, I gotta take my birth control. So I don't know if it's because I've learned to cook for a good bit of people, and I just don't know how to cook for one person now, and that's why I waste so much food. But even if I buy food out, I never can finish it. And like I said, I might can eat it the day after. That's a big might. If it's like hibachi like this, probably. Anything else, I can't. Okay, so my number 2, little to no appetite. And what I mean about this is I don't like the fact that, for me, I have to remind myself to eat, because I don't really be hungry like that for real. It is sometimes where I'll be like, oh, I think I'm hungry. Yeah, like, oh, I can eat something. Like, I knew when I came up here, I was like, oh, I need to eat something, because I haven't eaten anything since like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, whatever it was. So sometimes your body will tell you, okay, you need to eat. But most of the time I have to remind myself to eat, because I just don't be hungry. And then I also hate the fact when, like, let's say if you go out to a restaurant, like one of your favorite restaurants, and you get like one of your favorite meals, literally the fact that you take 2 and 3 bites, I'd be mad. I'd be like, damn, like, this is a good meal and I can only eat this little bit of it. Like, I hate it. Like, because like, especially like if I go to hibachi, I want the whole experience. Like, I want to eat the rice, I want to eat the steak, the shrimp, whatever, you know, whatever it is, I want to eat it without any limitations. But you know, you have limitations, and I say I hate that, but honestly, I'm glad, because I used to always overeat, always. So it's a good and a bad thing. I will say it's a pro and a con. But yeah, you have little to no appetite. And for me, like I said, I think that's a con, because I have to constantly remind myself I need to eat something. That's honestly why I'm in the predicament I'm in now with my low iron and dehydration and I'm malnourished and stuff like that. But that's a whole different topic. Number 3, low energy and dizziness. Now, I think this only really occurs if you are going through what I'm going through. Like I said, I don't eat a lot. I don't eat enough. I'm not gonna say I don't eat a lot. I don't eat a lot, but I don't eat enough. And then also I don't drink enough water. I don't eat enough. I don't drink enough water. I don't drink enough Gatorade. Honestly, at one point I was just doing just water and thinking that was okay. No, sis, that is not okay. Like, you have to drink Gatorade. You gotta do sugar-free popsicles. Like, you gotta keep yourself hydrated in some kind of way. So I think the dizziness and low energy really kind of comes from that. But it is a con for me, because I don't like to be dizzy, and I don't like when my energy is super low, because I don't like to be around people. I don't like to talk. And honestly, I feel like it affects me more when I'm at work, because when I'm supposed to be like interacting with my clients and giving them a good experience, I feel like I can't give them that, because I don't have the energy to. Like, literally all the energy that I have is me putting into the nails that I'm doing. So I can't really talk like as much as I want to. Okay, number 4. If you are a type of person who eats and drinks at the same time after the surgery, no sir, no ma'am, you cannot do that. And I was a type of person who eats and drinks at the same time. Like, I need to wash my food down. And once you get the surgery, you can no longer do that. I mean, I don't know for how long, because my mom got the surgery like 4 years ago, and she eats and drinks at the same time. Sometimes, not a lot, but she does. She can't do too much. Like, she'll take like a sip here and there, but she can't like gulp anything down because her stomach will start to hurt. So if you don't know, after you get the surgery, you cannot eat and drink at the same time because your stomach will literally hurt. You will literally be in so much pain. I've done it twice. And my stomach was in so much pain. I was like, oh, I'll never do it again. And the only reason why I've done it twice is because I think I had to take my birth control or something, and I had eaten something right before. I think it was like, I don't even know what it was. It was like a snack. I think it was like oranges or something. I had eaten some oranges, and then I drank my water because I had to take my birth control, and I was literally crying because I was in so much pain. So if you eat something, you cannot drink for 30 minutes. If you drink something, you cannot eat for 30 minutes. So if you are a type of person who eats and drinks at the same time, this is gonna be a con for you. The next 2, I think, are pros and cons. So I'm gonna say the changes in your body and your hormone levels. So the next 3, the changes in your body, hormone levels, and periods. So for me, my periods before surgery were not consistent at all. I didn't really go, like, I used to have cramps, but my cramps were never bad. Like, I could go through a cramp and be okay, or like it'll hurt for a second and then I'll be okay. Now, since I've lost so much weight, and now that my period comes every month, when it's that time of the month, I really, really don't like talking to people. My period cramps are so crucial. They are so crucial. It literally feels like somebody is digging a knife into my stomach and just going like this with it. It is literally the worst thing I've ever experienced. And honestly, that is definitely a damn con for me because I wasn't used to that. By the way, my outfit is from Shein. If you did not see my Shein haul, make sure you guys click up here to watch. I gotta take my birth control and my stomach is about to hurt because I gotta take water. I gotta drink water with my birth control. So my periods are terrible now. I am glad that they are more consistent because, like I said, I could go like months without a period, and you know, that wasn't really safe because, yeah, like, you need to have a period. That's how you, like, your body, like, cleans itself out or whatever. So I am happy that, you know, the birth control and me losing weight has made my period consistent now, but the pain is just unbearable sometimes. And as far as hormone levels, if you've seen any of my other videos, I told y'all my hormones be all over the place. I honestly at one point thought I was pregnant, and I haven't even been doing anything. I honestly thought I was pregnant at one point because like I had pregnancy symptoms, you guys. Like, I was just always nauseous all the time, you know, like my nipples were hurting. The only thing that I had like every symptom but a missed period. So I really thought I was pregnant, and like I said, I haven't even been doing anything. So I don't know why I took a pregnancy test, but I had to make sure, you know, like I had to make sure. And I think when I got rushed to the hospital, they kept asking me like, are you pregnant? Are you pregnant? Are you having a miscarriage? And I was like, am I pregnant? Like, I don't know. Am I pregnant? Knowing I wasn't doing anything. But it's just like your hormones are crazy. The changes in your body are freaking crazy. If you've seen my videos, you've seen like my face, like in two of my videos, in my Rush to the ER video, which will be right here if you haven't seen. And I want to say my 1 month update, which will be right here as well. My face completely broke out. My face completely broke out. I started taking these vitamins. I got a rash on my face. Like I had to get rushed to the hospital because I was dehydrated. Like my body has literally gone through so much. Like I said, I'm always nauseous. Not as much now, but before I was always nauseous. I smelled everything, literally everything. You could not get anything past me. I always smelled dogs. I always smelled like the cheap cologne and perfume that was super strong. Y'all know I'm a nail tech, so I work with fumes, like chemicals. I just smelled everything, and it just, it made me so sick. What else is a big change? Your body is physically like changing. So it's a good thing and it's a bad thing, in my opinion. So that's why I said I would put it in under pros and cons, because like I said, I'm glad I have consistent periods now. I'm glad my body is kind of like cleaning itself out now. I'm glad, you know, I don't know, like I'm glad my body is changing for the better because it had so many like toxic things in it before, and processed food, and you know, just all that other shit that shouldn't be in there. Like it's pretty much gone now, you know, like they cut 80% of your stomach off, so all that is pretty much gone. So the next thing, you could experience hair loss. I know people say it's more so with the bypass, but you can also experience hair loss with the sleeve. Like if you're not eating enough protein, you can experience hair loss. Thankfully, thank you God, I have not really experienced a lot of hair loss. I did just take my braids out, so of course, you know, if you wear braids, then you know you'll have like the dead hair and stuff that comes out, which was, to me, it was normal. So I don't really know if I'm losing hair because, like I said, I'm very dehydrated. I'm very malnourished. My protein, I'm not eating enough protein. My iron is very low. It's crazy because you can't tell. Like today, my energy is up a lot, but you can experience hair loss if you're not taking your vitamins and if you're not eating enough protein. Like I said, thank God I have not experienced that. Honestly, I want to say my hair has grown a lot. And if you know me, like, you would say, I mean, it's kind of shrunk now because you know my curls, but I honestly think my hair has grown more since then. The next thing is extra skin and constipation. Let me tell you, I used to poop after every meal. And I know that's TMI, but literally I would poop after every meal. And I had no problems going to the bathroom. I would get up every single morning and I would have to poop in the morning before I went anywhere. If I didn't, my stomach would hurt. Now, I would be lucky to poop once a week. Like, I have been like so constipated. Like, I mean, I put Miralax in my drink now, but it's still very hard. And then when I do poop, I'm very constipated. It takes me a minute to poop, and I don't poop often. Like I said, I know this is TMI, but baby, this is the cons. Like, I have to let you know, because you could experience this as well. And then the extra skin, depending on how much weight you lose and, how heavy you were at your heaviest weight or whatever, you can have loose skin. As of right now, thankfully, I don't really have that problem. I mean, I got a little fat right here, little stuff right there. But I think once I get back into the gym, I think that will be taken care of. But some people do have to get like skin removal surgery after having gastric bypass or gastric sleeve. Those are my cons that I've experienced and that I feel are like, ugh. Like I said, this doesn't To me, this doesn't like, oh, I'm not getting a surgery at all. This just is, like I said, I don't want to scare anybody and tell them like, oh, don't get this surgery, or no, you shouldn't do that because of this. This is just, like I said, what I've gone through. Like I said, just because these are cons, this is not something that I'm like, oh, because of this happened, I'm not getting the surgery. Like, no, I don't regret my surgery at all. Let's go on with the pros. So the pros of the surgery: fast weight loss. Let me stand up. I got a bodysuit on, but you guys, I'm gonna put up an old picture, and I'm gonna put up, here's me, and I'm gonna put up a picture right here. I am in total, I am down 75 pounds in 4 months. Let that sink in. Yeah, I be feeling myself. I be feeling myself, definitely. So, the fast weight loss, of course. Now, what I will say is, definitely don't compare your journey to someone else's. If, like, let's say I lost 75 pounds in 4 months and you lose 35 pounds in 4 months, don't be mad. Like, that's your process. That's your journey. This is my journey. Don't ever compare your journey to anyone else's, because that wasn't meant for you. Number 2, the process. Honestly, it was hell. It was hell, but I love my process. Like, I love everything about it. Like I said, I've never been this happy with myself. I've never loved myself this much. I've never appreciated a journey this much until after doing my surgery. So the process, like, of going through everything, like I said, I take everything as a life lesson. I don't regret anything. I just learn from my mistakes, or learn from, what God has shown me, and I move forward. So my process, I'm really in love with it. I feel like it's making me, it's turning me into who I am today. And yeah, I have no bad things to say about it. Number 3, buying new clothes. This is a con and a pro. I was the type of person who hated buying clothes. I never went into stores to buy clothes because they didn't have big enough clothes for me. I hated going into the freaking mall because I knew I wasn't gonna find anything. I hated going to the freaking outlet because I knew I wasn't gonna find anything. I hated it because all plus size clothes that are cute are online. I didn't want to shop at Dillard's because that is granny-ish. I didn't want to shop at JCPenney's because that is granny-ish. I didn't want to shop at Lane Bryant, and I have nothing against these places, but I'm 24, like, it's not giving what it's supposed to have gave, okay? So if you are the type of person who doesn't like to buy clothes, this might be a con for you, because I didn't like trying stuff on, because I didn't like how things were gonna look on my body. I didn't like the fact that things didn't fit. Now I'm having the problem of still buying clothes too big. Like I said, if you've seen my Shein haul, then you know. I buy my clothes too big because I'm just used to being a plus size girl. And it's crazy because I'm not in that size anymore. Like, I have some t-shirts that I literally just bought in an extra large, and those t-shirts are big. Like, I should be getting a large, but for me hearing, oh, I need to be in a large, like, what? Girl, I used to wear a 2 and a 4X. Like, a large, like, sis, no, like, that's just not a thing for me. So it's really hard for me to understand that I'm not in the clothes that I was once in. But it is good because it's like, oh, I'm smaller. I can wear like cuter things, like I can shop on Shein, I can shop on Boohoo, I can get clothes in the store now. So it is a good and a bad thing for me. You just gotta get used to it. Like, you gotta get used to it, and you gotta realize that you're not as big as you once were. That's what I really need to figure out. Number 4, which is probably one of my favorite things. For me, my self-esteem has gone up tremendously. Let me tell you something. My natural curly hair in the middle part, down like this, I never would have worn this, ever. Never would have worn this. I always either wore my hair up in a bun or like wore it to the side or a slick back. And I still do those styles, but I'm trying to do different things. Embracing like my natural curly hair. I used to always just want braids or a wig, or I used to think I couldn't take pictures without having makeup on or a wig on. Literally, like I said, I took pictures today with my mom. I do have my makeup done, but I wore my hair out naturally. And honestly, even if I didn't have my makeup done, I still would have been comfortable with my face. Like, I don't know, like my self-esteem has gone up tremendously because my face isn't as fat as it once was. So I'm like, my self-esteem has just gone up. My self-love has gone up crazy. Like, I love myself. Like, I literally, when my mom was showing me my pictures earlier today, I was like, wow, like I am really pretty. Like, I'm really that, it's like, you know. So, and before I never said that about myself, which is really, really sad, because I know I've always been a pretty girl. I just never thought I was as pretty when I was a bigger girl. So, and it sucks to say that, but it's the truth. So the next two things I would say, I'm way more happier, and therapy. If I could give anybody advice with gastric sleeve, I would say therapy. That is like the number one thing I think you should do. I never really realized how much of a hold food actually had on me until I went to therapy. I was already seeing my therapist before I started my whole like process, but I wasn't getting to the root of things. Like, we didn't start talking about actual things that I was going through until I told her I was getting the surgery, and she had to check me off for it on like, why are you getting the surgery? Food had so much control over my life. It is really ridiculous. And it's so, like, honestly, when I talk to people about it, I kind of get embarrassed because I'm like, damn, like food, like, you know, people have drugs and like alcohol, but I had food, you know? So, and like, people don't think food is an addiction, and it really is. I used to use food to cope with a lot of things. If I was mad, definitely I would overeat. I would eat anything. If I was sad, would eat anything. If I was bored, I would literally eat anything. I don't know, like, I just used food to help cope with my emotions. And you can't do that, because if you overeat, you're gonna be sick like a mug. Like, you will literally be sick, your stomach will be hurting, you'll throw up, you'll feel terrible. So I definitely don't recommend that. And two, like, I just have a better relationship within myself. Like, I know if I'm sad about something, not to go to food. Like, I'll go write it down, or I'll use my phone and like speak into my phone and like save it in my notes, or I'll I'm trying to learn how to talk to people again. So, you know, I'll talk to people, or I'll write it down to save it for my therapist and talk to my therapist about it. You just gotta find other ways to cope with what you're going through than food. And that's what it was for me. I use food to cope with everything. So I definitely recommend therapy. That is probably like the number one thing. Even after your surgery, I think you should still stay with therapy, because everybody goes through something and everybody needs to talk about it. I hate the fact that I hold stuff in. I hate the fact that I don't like to talk to people anymore, because I feel like holding things in makes you a mad person. And if you really truly know me, I'm not a mad person, and I don't like to be that person. So I definitely highly recommend therapy. And like I said, happiness, I have been 10 times, like, I don't even know. I've been way happier in life, period, since my surgery. I I don't know, like I said, it's just been a lot of good things that has happened in my life and that has changed in my life for the better, I think. And so I just have been super happy. And like I said, I'm truly just happy with myself and where I am and how everything is going for me. So yeah, I think you'll be a lot happier after your surgery. Now my last thing that I have, my last pro that I have for getting surgery is if you had any major health conditions, of course, getting the sleeve can also help that. I don't know too much about it, so I can't speak on it a lot because I didn't have serious health conditions. I literally got the surgery because I was overweight. So I am very thankful that I didn't have like diabetes or, anything like that. I mean, I was on the way there. If I didn't get the surgery, I probably would have been. Yeah. So it will definitely help with your health conditions. So I don't know, definitely think about that. Like I said, I'm only 4 months out. Yes, I've been through a lot in these last 4 months, but I don't regret anything. I don't regret the surgery at all. Honestly, I'm extremely happy that I did it. But yeah, like I said, everything has just been going so great since my surgery. And honestly, even like I said, even the bad things that not bad, even the things that have happened that would make people be like, oh hell no, why did I get the surgery? I literally am like, girl, this is what I had to go through to get where I am today. So, it is what it is. I don't regret anything. I'm super happy about it. I'm only gonna get, more healthier, lose more weight. I kind of like where I am now. But I don't know what's gonna happen in the future or whatever. But yes, I am very, very happy. If you are thinking about getting the sleeve surgery, I highly recommend it, especially if you are very unhappy. Like, I was very depressed before my surgery, guys. I was very depressed. I was eating a lot. I was at my heaviest weight, and I just was very unhappy. Like, I really was. So, like I said, the surgery definitely has changed my life in many ways, and I highly recommend it. So that is my pros and cons. If you guys have any questions for me about my surgery or anything else, let me know in the comments. Also, make sure you guys follow me on all of my social media, which will be linked below. Also, my face is B by Makeup by Imani. If you are in the Charleston area, she's literally the best here. I will leave her information down below as well. And you guys, we are like this freaking close to 1,000 subscribers. I think I'm at like 960 something, which is freaking crazy. I'm literally like, I'm so emotional about it. I'm not gonna do all that because this video is super long, but I just want to thank everybody so much for subscribing to my channel, watching my channel, people who comment. Thank you guys so much. Like I said, let me know what you guys want to see in the next video. Thank you guys for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.